You don't need a computer science degree to land a tech job. You need proof you can do the work. If you're staring at job listings and wondering where to start, relax. Tech firms hire people who can solve problems, not just people with diplomas. This video gives a clear plan. Pick a lane, build practical skills, create proof, and get in front of hiring managers. I'll break down boot camps, certifications, and a 90-day self-study path that actually leads to interviews and a real job, so you know exactly what to do next. Here's the first truth. Employers care more about what you can build than where you learned it. Skills-first hiring is real. Companies scan portfolios, GitHub repos, and lab reports before degrees. The labor market still needs developers, analysts, cloud technicians, and security people. Median wages beat many other fields, so your job is simple. Turn learning into demonstrable work. Want to know how to pick the right role to match your strengths? Pick a lane early and go deep. Tech is wide and shallow knowledge gets ignored. Common entry lanes include front-end or full-stack development, IT support, cybersecurity, data analysis, cloud, DevOps, and QA testing. Each role uses different tools and produces different proof. The faster you choose, the faster you build a targeted portfolio. Next, we'll unpack what each lane actually looks like day-to-day and which concrete projects prove you can do the work. If you like building visible things, front-end or full-stack development fits. You'll translate designs into interactive pages, connect to APIs, and ship features. Learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React or Vue. Your portfolio needs live sites, a personal homepage, responsive landing pages, a to-do app, and an API-driven movie search. Push everything to GitHub. Host with Netlify or Vercel, and include a short Loom demo. Want to see what a compact developer portfolio looks like? Cybersecurity is about detecting and stopping bad actors. Entry roles monitor alerts, investigate incidents, and harden systems. Learn networking, SIEM tools, basic scripting, and threat hunting. Try hands-on labs on TryHackMe, spin up Wazoo for logging, and build incident playbooks. Beginner certs like ISC2CC or CompTIA Security Plus validate baseline skills. Cyber roles reward demonstrable investigations and lab reports. Ready to see how data roles turn messy numbers into business decisions? Data analysts turn raw numbers into decisions. You'll clean data, run SQL queries, and build dashboards in Power BI or Tableau. Start with Excel and basic statistics, then add SQL and visualization. Create sample dashboards, a sales dashboard, customer churn analysis, or public dataset exploration. Publish a short case study that explains the problem, your steps, and the business insight. Next, we'll cover cloud and DevOps roles that blend scripting and systems work. Cloud and entry DevOps roles deploy apps and automate infrastructure. You'll learn Linux, scripting, CI/CD, and cloud basics like AWS or Azure. Practical wins: host a static site on S3 and CloudFront, build an automated CI pipeline, or deploy a containerized app. Entry certs like AWS Cloud Practitioner or Azure Fundamentals prove you understand cloud concepts. These projects show recruiters you can move code into production. Curious about testing and quality roles too? QA testers keep products reliable. You'll write test plans, report bugs, and automate where it helps. Learn test design, use Jira, and practice basic scripting with Selenium or Python. Publish a test plan and bug report for a demo app, and show an automation script that runs a suite. That evidence makes you credible for entry QA roles. Next, we'll discuss boot camps, when they help and when they're expensive mistakes. Boot camps can accelerate learning, but they're not a guarantee. Expect structure, peer pressure, and career services. You get rapid project work, code reviews, and interview prep. Cons include cost, often $8,000 to $20,000, and variable quality. Boot camps help when you can commit full-time and choose a reputable program. If budget or time is tight, a hybrid path mixes self-study with targeted courses. Next, how to pick a boot camp that actually moves the needle. Choose a boot camp by outcomes: curriculum fit, employer network, and support. Ask for audited placement statistics and sample alumni resumes. Verify the stack matches local job listings. Check whether you get one-on-one code reviews, mock interviews, and portfolio help. Don't buy glossy marketing. If the math doesn't add up, consider self-study plus short, targeted courses. Up next, certifications. Which ones open doors and how to use them strategically. Certifications prove baseline competence, especially for IT, cloud, and security roles. They act like a referee's whistle. Recruiters notice. But certificates alone won't replace a portfolio for developers. Always align a certification to a job posting. Don't collect badges for their own sake. Stack certs to build credibility. Start with fundamentals, then add role-specific credentials. Later, I'll list the most practical beginner certs to get you interviews quickly. Practical beginner certs include Google IT Support and CompTIA A+ for Help Desk, CompTIA Security Plus, or ISC2CC for cyber starters, AWS Cloud Practitioner or Azure Fundamentals for Cloud, and Google Data Analytics or Microsoft PL300 for data roles. Developers benefit more from projects, but Git and Linux fundamentals help. Choose one cert aligned to your target job and prepare with hands-on labs, not just flashcards. Next, I'll give you a 90-day self-study plan that actually sticks. Follow these 90-day milestones. Month 1, learn fundamentals, set up your environment, finish a beginner course. Month 2, build 3 to 4 small projects, start your portfolio website, push code to GitHub. Month 3, create a capstone project that mirrors a real job task, polish your resume and LinkedIn, and start informational interviews. This sequence turns knowledge into proof. Up next, how to craft a portfolio that hiring managers actually click through. Your portfolio is your audition tape. Include 3 to 5 polished projects that map to real job tasks. Add clean readmes explaining the problem, your approach, and run instructions. Include short demos or screenshots and a 60-second Loom walkthrough for recruiters. Host live demos on GitHub pages, Netlify, or Vercel. For cybersecurity and IT, publish lab reports and incident playbooks. Next, I'll suggest specific project ideas that help each entry role stand out. Concrete project ideas win interviews. Developers, a movie search app with external API, a personal CMS, and a full-stack app with auth. Data analysts, a sales dashboard, churn analysis, and an end-to-end case study. Cybersecurity, try Hack Me lab reports, a logged home lab, and an incident response walkthrough. IT, a documented help desk ticket workflow, and a virtualized server lab. Each project should include a one-page case study. Want to know how to gain experience before you have a paid job? You can build experience without payroll. Contribute to open source by fixing docs or small bugs. Volunteer with nonprofits to build a site or set up a database. Join hackathons and ship a product in a weekend. Try apprenticeships or micro gigs to get paid references. Document every experience with a one-page summary that lists context, actions, results, and learnings. Those summaries become sharp resume bullets. Next up, a networking method that actually gets responses. Networking doesn't have to feel forced. Use the 10x10 system. Pick 10 target companies and 10 people at each. Send short, sincere messages asking 2 quick questions about how they broke in. Ask what skills they use daily and what signals stand out in beginners. Follow up with gratitude and let them know when you act on their advice. Referrals are the main hiring path for many roles. Next, we'll make your resume and LinkedIn tell one clear story. Make your resume and LinkedIn scream one thing: you can do the job. Tailor each resume to the posting using keywords and the CAR format. Challenge, action, result. Add a project section with links and one-line outcomes. Group your skills by category: languages, tools, platforms. Keep formats plain so applicant tracking systems parse them. Use ONet or job descriptions to mirror the language recruiters expect. Next, how to prepare for interviews as a career changer. Prepare for 2 interview tracks: behavioral and technical. For behavioral, use STAR to frame projects and volunteer work. Highlight transferable skills like communication and ownership. For technical interviews, practice enough to be confident. LeetCode Easy Medium for developers, lab walkthroughs for IT and cyber, SQL tasks for data roles. Talk through your reasoning, ask clarifying questions, and show how you'd learn unknowns. Up next, we'll talk money. How much this path costs and what to budget. Cost varies widely. Self-learning plus a few certs can cost under $1,000. Boot camps often run $8,000 to $20,000. A hybrid path sits between $500 and $5,000. The best ROI comes from focused learning aligned to job listings. Don't spend on long programs that teach skills employers don't ask for. Invest in practical labs, exam fees, and a polished portfolio. Next, I'll summarize 3 6-month roadmaps for common transitions you can copy. Avoid tutorial hell. Stop copying tutorials and start modifying them. Don't chase every shiny certificate. Align certs to job ads. Avoid lonely learning. Share weekly updates to build an audience and accountability. Track time, not motivation. And schedule practice blocks. If you feel stuck, find a mentor or join a study group. Document failures as learning artifacts. In the final scene, I'll recap the action steps you can take this week to get momentum. Take these 3 actions this week. Choose 1 lane, ship 1 micro project, and message 5 people with the 10-10 script. Set up GitHub, write a 60-second Loom demo, and schedule a weekend deep dive block. Treat every project as a job audition. Document context, actions, and results. Do this consistently, and you'll convert learning into interviews. Want a clean checklist you can follow right now? I'll link a simple roadmap in the description. You don't need a degree. You need evidence, projects, lab reports, certs aligned to jobs, and a handful of conversations that lead to referrals. Start small, build outward, and document everything. The path isn't instant, but it's predictable. Take 1 concrete action today and repeat it tomorrow. If you want a downloadable checklist and a 90-day template, grab it in the description, and I'll walk through applying it in an upcoming video. If this video helped, share 1 quick update, what lane you picked, and which micro project you'll ship first. I read those and reply. Subscribe for weekly, practical tech career guides that favor action over theory. Like and save this video so you can use the checklist later. Comment with your biggest roadblock, and I'll cover it in an upcoming deep dive. Now go pick 1 project and ship it. Your future team wants to see what you can build. If this helped, like and subscribe. Then comment which lane you picked and which micro project you'll ship first. I read and reply to those.